So this Professor Adei guy, I want to tell you a little bit about Professor Adei. And Professor Adei now say, Nana Opoku qualifications essential but not sufficient. Ghana, do you people know the history about Professor Adei? Most sorry, Professor Adei, Professor Stephen Adei, Professor Stephen Adei. Professor Stephen Adei, and I'm saying this, and when he hears it, he needs to reply. It is very important because we don't want imposters in Ghana. We don't want imposters in Ghana. Professor Adei, you know, Gabi, his very good friend was Alfred, is it Egbert Fabel? Gabi's very good friend. In fact, Gabi and Fabel, Egbert, they dated the same girls, like friends and all that, and they married around the same friends, you know, like best friend to marry best friend's friend, you know, those kind of things. So they've been friends for a very long time, Gabi and Egbert Fabel. Now, the issue is the Egbert Fabel, his dad used to be the person who used to head GIMPA, and Professor Adei also used to be there. Now, the issue is Egbert Fabel's dad, whose name is Professor Asante, he actually decided to move out of his official apartment, residence, because he had built a new house, or he has reconstructed a new house, something, and then renovated. So when he moved out, he told Egbert Fabel, who is his son, to go and occupy that apartment or that house. Now, what happened was that Professor Adei had then become the boss at GIMPA. So Professor Adei said, no, he's not going to allow that. So what happened was that Egbert Fabel took Professor Adei to court. This is the same Professor Adei you guys are talking about. Yeah. He took him to court. Now, when he took him to court, in the proceedings and all that, something came up. That is what I want you people to listen carefully. Something came up. And the question that came up was simple. The question was like, Professor Adei, are you a professor? And he said, yes, I am a professor. And the court asked him, Prof, how did you become a professor? And I'll cut this piece. Professor needs to come and answer this question because he wants to talk about Professor Nana Ejapon, that her qualification and blah, 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 blah. And he said, yeah, I became a professor because, you see, at an institution like a university or an accredited academic institution, they are the only people who are able to confer professorship to people, on people or whatever. Now, Prof said, yes, I'm a professor. And said, how did you become a professor? Academic-wise or whatever, research, whatever. And he said he attended a conference at Africa Leadership Forum in Zimbabwe. Professor Adei said he attended a conference which was organized by Africa Leadership Forum. So anybody, any teacher can attend a forum. And when he went to that forum, they actually conferred on him that he's a professor. So Professor Adei, as we speak today, those people listening to me on your multi-TV and on your City News, when you call him, tell Professor Adei to bring out his credentials and his academic powers to show, say, an accredited university said he is a professor. So he went to Zimbabwe, he went to a forum, and then they were giving accreditations and stuff, and they said, oh, you are a professor in what we are doing. So, but the question is, the African Leadership Forum in Zimbabwe, they don't have the credibility or the accreditation, or they have not been sanctioned to give Professor Adei any to make him a professor. In fact, when you go on their website and you go and verify, this guy is not a professor. It's the same way that people can take that title and use it. Azuma Nelson was Zoom Zoom is a professor in boxing. We have somebody like Polo, the dribbling professor. You can call him a professor, but no institution or any academic institution came out to say Azuma Nelson, you are the DM. No. So that is the what Professor Adei, so-called professor. So this man is an imposter. And the Professor Adei so sama according point to be he has become some kind of insect be hovering around Ghanaians' head. Say he's an intellectual, he is a very smart, intelligent man. This man is not a professor. So you can go and check. You people need to call him and ask him, say, which institution, which university, a man here professor. He does not. He's an imposter. So for him to come and stand here and say, sorry, her credentials or whatever, it's fine, but she needs more to become a vice president. Then you have to understand that there's a problem in Ghana. Yeah, I'm telling you. Then we have to understand that there's a problem in Ghana. Because Professor Adei is not a professor. And I'm saying this on record. And if he has anything, he should come out and tell Ghanaians and say, professor. He is not. He's an imposter. He went to Zimbabwe for a conference. And also almost see a friend professor. So he's a professor. He should come out and say I'm lying. And I'll prove to him. So Ghanaians, we should not be listening to wayward men like that. Hypocritical old men who don't know what to do with their lives. That is the thing. We should not. Professor Adei is a tribal bigot who is only capitalizing on the criminality of this government to become a prosperous man. And he has stolen a lot. As Professor Adei said, there's cocaine which recently got missing at GRA. Why didn't he come out to speak on it? When GRA bar out to say expenditure, no, they have their expenditure, whatever the lies. Why didn't he come out to explain it? This man is a liar. He was born a liar. He's an imposter, and he's not a professor. And I'm saying it on record. Say Professor Adei should come out if he wants to speak about Nana Opoku-Agyeman's qualification. He should bring his qualification for Ghanaians to know. Say he's a real professor. You go for a conference in Zimbabwe and you come and you say they call you professor there, so you're a professor. And you move in Ghana and exhibit your ignorance. This is the same man who was talking about the e-blocks. Say, why do we have to build e-blocks? Today, the free SHS in Korano, and these men have gray hair. And you expect to say, a man with gray hair will exhibit some kind of excellence in their submissions. But that is not what we are having today, because he has allowed tribal politics. This man has nothing. He's empty. He's empty. They are all tragicomic characters. You know tragicomic characters? Tragicomic characters. They have a little bit of comedy in them and a little bit of, those are the kind of people. He is not a professor. So don't listen to this man. And this man can never bring Nana down. Even one PhD qualification of Nana, this man does not have it. So if he wants to speak, he should come out and clear himself that he's a real professor before we will believe him. He's a liar. He's an imposter. Professor Adei went for a conference in Zimbabwe and they say, hey, you're a professor. And he came. Which academic? And the institution that organized that, it's not a school. It could be any forum. It could be like Imani organized a conference and he went. And it is called African Leadership Forum. They don't confer professorship on anybody there. He's a liar. And he has been living on this for years to survive. And this time I'm going to expose this man. Professor Adei, don't forget that issue that happened at Beige Capital. When you were at Beige Capital, between Beige Capital and then EPA, Environmental Protection Agency. Do you know what happened there? You were on the board of Beige Capital, and at the same time, you were the chairman of Beige Capital Board, and you were also on the board of EPA. That crime, that scandal that happened there for you to resign at Master Professor Adei, relax. Stop those things you are doing. We've known you a long time. Your track record is criminal. I've said that anybody who tries to go after this woman, I would expose you. Come out and declare yourself that you're a real professor. You are a liar. You are an imposter. Self-acclaimed professor. You don't know anything. Tribal bigot. Walking around Ghana, and then you are feeding on the ignorance of the people. licking the boots of the president. So you think you come with your gray hair and you are the most wisest, but no. If you are, let him, the journalists go and ask him. He should just tell you where he was made a professor. The academic, he should just tell us where. He's a liar. Go and read his bio. You people should go and read Professor Adei, visit his Wikipedia or whatever, and check. And this person is speaking and people want to make it headline in Ghana. This guy speaks and he want to make it headline in Ghana.